Um, I would like to welcome you to my channel. My name is Tero Stråfors, and I would want to show you a couple of things what I have for making food, my stove, and what kind of things I have with me. So let's begin. To start with, once I used these Tainga systems with the alcohol stove, windproof things. They're quite big and bulky, but now I actually use a wood stove. Very easy. It's a very not so lightweight because it's a little bit heavy, but not heavier than other things. But it doesn't take any space. I liked it because of that, and it's quite easy to build up. Let's try to build this up in the right order. I can show you. You just click these parts with each other. Now, you probably have seen these used in the other channels, so I don't feel it's necessary for me to show how it works, because it works perfectly when you're outside. And the pros for this one is actually that you don't have to take any fuel with you, and you don't even have to have any other concerns about you can't all the time you're outside. You can always find fuel when you have some trees around you. Of course, if you don't have that, then it's a problem. But I will show you about that also. So these two are actually then put in here between to have somewhere to place these cups and so on. So this is how it looks like. It has a hole in here. So what is good with this, it has a little bit angle like this. So when you burn wood in here, it has a wider bottom, but here it's concentrated. So in this way, it keeps the fire inside and try to burn all fuel as possible. It doesn't burn extremely well as those other with some electronics in them and so on. But it's very, very good. I can say in this cup, and when I burn, I can boil water in less than 4 minutes. So 4 minutes is for me like, okay, that's acceptable. So what if you don't have any wood to find? You're up in the mountains or whatever, but you just can't find any fuel to burn. I mean, nothing to burn. So, well, if you know that you're going to those kind of places, why don't you take with you an alcohol burner? Because you can actually use this one and have an alcohol burner inside. You can. It's really easy though. It's the same principle. You use it, you put it inside, you light it, and then you cook your food. So if you actually really know that you're going to be in places where there's a risk of not finding any fuel, like whatever in wood and whatever, take with you alcohol burner and fuel for that. Then you have that covered also. So that's why I'm thinking, like, it's not only a wood stove, it's also an alcohol stove, and it keeps it away from the wind. So you don't have to care about carrying more for the wood stove / alcohol stove, and it takes just this much space in your backpack. So what about the costs? All right, this one I found for, like, let me think, in euros, around 11 euros, 12 euros, roundabout. I think it was 12 euros included with the shipping. So I don't think it's very expensive. So for that price, this is a very good thing to have with you. Okay, something. Could you do anything different? Yeah, you could buy this one in, if you can find in this size, one made in titanium. Yeah, that will be nice, because that will actually be very light. So, but this one weighs a little bit. I don't know. Could be 300 grams, something like that, I think. But then again, a thing like this in titanium, that will cost you a lot. So I don't mind to carry this weight, to have this one, which is multiple function. And you can also change it in different depths when you want to put these cooking equipment into, and you can like put them in this way, and it gets a little bit lower, and you can also put it in this way, and you get a little bit higher. I can show you why. If I use this one, this is a little bit wider. It doesn't really want to stand on these areas. The frying pan does that. The frying pan doesn't even need this. But if I just put the higher part up in here, sorry about my English. I'm trying to explain this as best I can. But if you do like that, you actually have a very good place to put this kind of pot. The other one can also stand on this one, but it also can, if you just flip it to the other side and you get a little bit lower, you can use this one on that also. Well, so much said about this. Of course, you can make these alcohol burners quite a lot, but this wasn't so much expensive. I think this was like 4 euros, and it works very well. It's very effective. So if you look at what if you burn with wood and this one, they cook water like in the same time, like less than 4 minutes. I'm not exactly how many. We will make a test someday in the future. Now, that was my wood stove, and the cooking kits. I had two types. I haven't used this one. This is Stanley cups, two different Stanley cups. This I can use like a cup also, and this is a smaller pot version of the Stanley Cup. I think I will show you why I like these ones. Let's open this one first. Both of them has a lid. Well, the plastic thing they have on here, it has survived this long. But then again, I haven't have this pot on a big fire besides and so on. But I think the risk is that this one will actually melt. So I'm not sure about this one, if it's gonna melt or not, but I think it will if it's close to a bigger fire. And so this is a minus for this one, but otherwise the lid and everything else is quite good. And I can show you this one. Actually, this one belongs actually to that one, and I have a little bit salt in it. And salt is always good to have with you. And what is inside? There are measurements. Can you see them? There are measurements inside, and there's 2 cups. Actually, I don't use them so much, but my thinking is that okay, these 2 can maybe be handy sometime. I don't know. We'll see. But I haven't done anything with them lately. Drinking water, not even that. So then I have put some additional things. I have some spices with me, salt and spices, and bouillons. You can actually cook water and put one of these, and then you get all the salt and the taste, and it's like a light soup for you. And you can put some other things in there too. I will show you later what I mean. So that was that cup. I think it's a very good cup. I think the size is very good. You can like cook larger soups, make water and make tea, coffee. I like coffee. Often I use my cook's cup instead of these cups. But well, when I have these cups, I'm thinking that like, okay, well, maybe I just don't need a cook's cup. Maybe I use these ones. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in future. Okay. And alright, I almost forgot. This one is one of my things. It's filled with matches and some paper and something to light the matches on. Always bring matches with you. You never know. Even you never use these ones. I haven't used those, but it's good to have with you. One day you maybe need it. Well, that was all for that cup. And these are very easy to close. And I like this one. I like this thing. It keeps the lid on. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to have any kind of things to keep the lid on. This is good. Stanley Cup. Well, if you go to the next one. Normally, I have 3 of these in this one. If it's 3, I have salt and I have pepper. I have extra salt because salt is good to have with you. Sometimes you need a little extra salt if you go hiking a lot. I mean, if you cook something, make a tea or something, and you have been walking quite a lot, your body needs extra salt. That's why I have salt with me, and you can put salt in the water. Well, does it taste so good? Actually, it doesn't taste so bad if you make a tea or something like that. So this is a good thing to have with you. These bouillons is the same. There's quite a lot of salt in those, and they are a lot more tasty than just salt in water. But extra salt is always good. A little bit pepper, also spices. Here I have a small Victorinox. Okay, it's just the normal things, you know. Knife, cutter, two cutters, and you have like can opener, and you have screwdriver, and you have like another opener there, and you have some scissors if you need, and you have a corkscrew, and you have these two wind things, and you can make holes with this, so if you need to make some holes in some skin or something else. So this is a good knife. I have a titanium spoon and fork, because I say spoon and fork because it's not a spork like this one. This is like spoon and fork on the same place, but I have a titanium variant with me also. This is just extra if I'm eating and I'm actually doing something else, or if I don't find the other one, and something like that, something goes lost and so on, I have a easy one here, and I have a lighter. This is a storm lighter. Works very, very good. The cost of this, I think that was like 7 or 8 euros, and it works fine. But you have to fill with this kind of gas, butane gas, into this. But it does work, and you can change the how much gas it goes up here, and I'm loving this. This is a very good. This is a very good lighter. I'm using this more than I use like Ferrarod. I have that also, but until this fails, then I will use this one. I actually don't have to show you how to do that, but I will actually show how to use Ferrarod and that kind of things in the future, and how to make fire in different ways and so on. That will be a thing in the spring or the summer later on. So now I showed these ones. I can put them there. And that was the spices. And here I have one cup more where I have dried things here. You know, in Sweden we like mushrooms. Our woods are filled with them, and this is what we call what's this name in English? I don't know. But these mushrooms in Swedish we call them trattkantarell. And this I have been picked up this me alone last autumn. Well, this with those bouillons, put in water. That's nice. This is really nice. That is something easy to do if you need to have some snack. If you're out and hiking, or if you have a base and you went out in the woods and you just want to explore a little bit around, but you don't want to turn back just because you want something in your belly. So then you can take this one with you, and that one in a haversack, because I have that too. I have a very good haversack. I will also show about the haversack sometime also. So there's my dried mushrooms, and there's my spices. And I have spices here also, and I have a knife. Actually, I didn't forget. My camera takes only 20 minutes of film, and then it's turning off. So this is a extra point to this one. I have one more thing to show you. This is my frying pan. It's in aluminium, and it has this layer inside, non-stick layer inside. And actually, I haven't used this one. I had another one, which was also good, also in aluminium. It's lightweight, and I'm carrying this one sometimes, depending on what kind of food I have. You always plan your food for the whole trip. Maybe not if you're going to hiking for like a month or something like that, but if you're making like 3 or 4 day trip, you actually plan for all the food you take with you. So if I plan some meat or meat mostly, and you want to fry it, or making some kind of pancakes. In Sweden we have something we call kålbullar. I will actually show you how to make those. It's very easy. It's more like flour and water and some bacon. It will be some in the future. Then it's good to have a fry pan. It's easy food, and this is good for you. Of course, you can find some in titanium, and once again, titanium is expensive. It is very light, but aluminium is the next best. The problem with titanium and aluminium is if it's getting too hot, you get a flat. This area is going to be bulky, and so on. So you have to be a little bit careful. Don't put in to a normal fire with these kind of pans. Well, I think it's going to survive. It's not going to be that bulky if you're a little bit more careful, like putting in coals or something like that. Then it's going to be fine. Okay, so that's this cooking edition of my my clips. I would like to say that in the next movies I will continue to show my equipments first, and after that I'm going to more and more be outside and make some trips into the woods, some hiking and some stuff. So next time we'll see what happens next time. Okay, I hope we'll see you next time, and please subscribe. Thank you.